The former Sacramento Fire Chief Department, Gary Loesch, is now suing the city for $10 million, claiming he was wrongfully terminated. Fox 40 legal analyst Ken Rosenfeld is live at his office in Sacramento to talk about this and other stories. Ken, so the case here, kind of an interesting one. He was let go from his job kind of abruptly, and now he's suing the city for wrongful termination. What do you think of this case?
Well, I think the city made a lot of mistakes here. I think the way that he was fired in a public embarrassment, my understanding is he was brought to a meeting and fired in front of a group of people.
Right.
That's going to cost them money. A lot of this is going to cost them money. Look, his stupidity of his costume and Halloween choices,
right.
I'm not sure how that impacts his ability to fight a fire, and that impacts his ability to be the chief of the fire division.
Well, and that's the question.
I get it.
Yeah, that's the question right here. Is, okay, so bad activity, if whatever he did at the party, however he dressed up of, if it was that severe and that significant, there's a process to go through here, and it doesn't, I don't know if that process has run its course here.
Right. He's entitled to a procedural process before losing his job. He's entitled to be able to be heard, to be able to have accusers look at him and he's entitled to be able to talk to the people in charge of the Sacramento supervisors and the city council. Just taking the man into a room and publicly embarrassing him and firing him, that's what's going to cost the city a lot of money.
Okay, so $10 million seems like a lot to most people hearing this. You think it'll be 10 or a lot lower?
No, I think it'll be a lot lower than that, but I think he gets something.
Yeah.
I think that he certainly is going to get paid, and he may even get reinstated or early retirement or something, because that's really what he's probably looking for, is that safety of that job and the retirement that comes with it.
Exactly.
He knows he's not going to get $10 million.
All right. Let's also talk about the other case making a lot of headlines. Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, arrested on DUI charges in Napa County here. What strikes you about this story?
Strikes me as suspicious about the story is that what people don't realize every day is that Nancy Pelosi is third in line for the presidency. There's the president, the vice president, speaker of the House. She gets Secret Service-like protection from the Capitol Police, and so does her family. So there had to have been a Secret Service-like person from the Capitol Police, they're not called Secret Service, with him or near him. And how this happened, it just strikes me as really bizarre, because that person's job would be to protect him, and part of protecting him is making sure that he doesn't get into a car if he's had alcohol or if he's had drinks.
If he's
so something doesn't feel right here.
Somebody else should have been driving in this case, and if he has protection from the Capitol, that should have been in place. And why wasn't that person driving or telling them, hey, don't go anywhere, Paul, sit tight and let's figure something out here?
Exactly. I mean, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have personal responsibility. He's a grown-up.
Right, exactly.
If he's drinking and driving, he should be punished like anybody else that does it. The idea that, well, why didn't he take an Uber? That's not really impressed upon me as something that is a big deal. One, everybody says that in DUI court. And two, maybe he can't take an Uber.
Right.
Maybe that somebody in his position, because of who his wife is, through government policies, he can't just get into a stranger's car. So I don't know. There's a lot here, so we're going to find out.
Yeah.
My guess is that this story is going to go away very quietly.
Yeah.
And something will be figured out with the Attorney General. I don't think it'll be prosecuted by the DA. I think this goes to the Attorney General, and I think some phone calls maybe are made. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Ken, thanks for your information. I love talking to you about this kind of stuff. I appreciate it. All right.